address us. And as he comes, we should all give a standing ovation. Thank you very much. No, we shall never, never, never surrender. We shall never, never, never surrender. We shall never, never, never surrender. Thank you very much.
Our national chairman, the NEC members who are here, our honorable MPs and all leaders at different levels, all of you, the promoters of PFF who have assembled here this morning at our command center, I salute you. I kindly request you once again to rise up. We pay tribute to the chief promoter, Dr. Kizza Besigye, who is here, and now he's the chief promoter and our patriarch, the leader of our revolution. And what we are going to do is to first of all commit our faith to the struggle, but also assure him that we shall never betray him. We shall never, never, never surrender. Never, never, never surrender. Never, never, never surrender. Doctor Besigye, Kano, never surrender. Never surrender. Thank you very, very much. We had to start on that in the journey all through the trials and the tribulations. We salute him very, very much. I would like to re-echo the message given by the Honorable Semuju, even in his absence. We still draw inspiration and courage from his charisma and steadfastness. We should exude the same. Ladies and gentlemen, why are we here today? Yes, we have heard from all the leaders who have spoken before me. They have touched on all aspects of our reason for assembling here. But I just want to sum it up this way. Number one, first of all, to make a big announcement that we finalized all the processes of registering PFF. Please, whoever is sending mixed signals, misinformation or disinformation about the registration process, or if there is any one of you still had doubts in your mind and heart that probably the process is still encumbered by this or that, please expunge that from your mind, disabuse yourself of that misconception, and take it in its current form, and take it that the processes have been accomplished in accordance with the law. You've had the report from the Honorable Semuju. You've had the report from the person who headed the steering committee of the promoters. Now I am certifying it as your acting president. And to remove any doubt, as we are seated here, I was constrained. I was forced to call the chairman, Justice Byabakama, because yesterday there was some confusing message that probably there are some outstanding issues we needed to fine-tune. Probably there were some requirements we had not finalized, and so on and so forth. We had to confirm from the horse's mouth. I called him on phone, and I told him we are having a promoters meeting today. We want your final word. I even wanted to put him on loud here so that he speaks to us. Yes, he is accountable to us. You remember the other day I told you, I expect Justice Byabakama to visit the party headquarters here. You cannot pretend over this. You cannot manage parties under the Political Parties and Organizations Act, because that's where now the mandate resides. Previously, they didn't have this mandate of registering political parties. Their prerogative was strictly for managing elections. But now they were added this assignment. But they never visit political parties. So now we are here, as we are seated, I called him. I said, is it true there are some other requirements we have not completed or accomplished? He said, no. What is pending is their internal process. That they have a person who heads a desk for registration of political parties. Within an hour's time, he told me he's going to submit to them the final report. But informally, he has assured them that within the report, we accomplished each and everything. We satisfied all the requirements. That this week, what they are going to do this week as a commission, in accordance with the Section 7 and 8 of the Political Parties and Organizations Act, to put the notice in the Gazette that we have satisfied all the requirements, and therefore we qualify to get a certificate unless there is any other person who has a complaint. In which case, we have, in any case rather, we have gone past that. Because that's where we started from. Those who had the issues, Honorable Semju has ably explained that. Those who are complaining about colors, about symbols, about nomenclature, that PFFs, there was also PPF, People Power Front, all those were cleared. So we are good to go. That is issue number one. Number two, why we are here is to announce to you that if PFF is a plane, we are on the runway. We are on the runway. And once you are on the runway, no turning back. The only thing you have to do is to take off. That is number two. Number three, when you're on the runway and when you are taking off, there are safeguards, there are processes you have to go through to have a smooth flight and also to accomplish the journey you are embarking on. We are now starting on this. What we are doing, we are preparing you, first of all, to ask you, as these are your requirements. As the leadership, we are going to secure the certificate, no doubt. But as we wait for the certificate to come, these are the things you need to do. Number one, to begin in earnest and to go in overdrive with the recruitment process. The drive should start in all spheres, in all parts of the country. Please go into overdrive. Engage gear number one to proceed with the recruitment. And in that process, you are going to leave no stone unturned. My chairman here for Kampala has spoken, because I also come from Kalungu, and my chairman happens to be here, the acting one, because we are now all still in acting capacity. Garosho Munkuranga, at least you should have the benefit now. He is the chairman in Kalungu district, where I come from. Is Garosho Munkuranga. And another person who is not here, but I'm glad our brother here has taken on the role very well, Kenneth Opoka. Let's salute him. He's been so instrumental. They are showing us the way we have to go. So please do that. The other thing is to guard against any form of betrayal. Betrayal. Let me tell you, when I arrived here, you treated me to that song of Happy Birthday. Yesterday I clocked 55 years. I've been in the trenches. I've been in the trenches since 1993 when I joined the Makerere University, first year. The same Jews found us there. And I've been in the struggle since then. It's now 32 years, coming to 33 years. The biggest setback that we have suffered in the struggle, I can attest to this. To this. I can attest to this, and you can all bear testimony, is betrayal. All those who have worked with General Kaguta Museveni, the common denominator is betrayal. I invite you to read their testimonies, their autobiographies and books. The Riakategayas, they're writing about betrayal. Even our own Samu Njuba, his book is The Betrayal. You read it, Samu Njuba's book, you people. Those of you who have not bought copies, please buy it. The Leti Kazola, Betrayal. Miriam Matembe, Betrayal. The Dr. Besigye's book, which is about the unfinished revolution, it's full of betrayal. Now that's where I will concentrate. Dr. Besigye, who was a personal doctor to Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, he knows him in and out. For us, we can see a Museveni who is dressed in a combat or he is dressed in any kind of attire. But Dr. Besigye knows him from head to toe without any clothing. He knows him. That person means a lot in your life. If there are people Museveni has betrayed in this country, those with whom we went to the bush, the Riakategayas died crying. You read his book, Impassioned for Freedom. The Bidandi Saris are in retirement somewhere languishing. They have stories to tell. The Sejusas are also facing the same thing. Even Kaihura recently said, Banange, Nabakola chi, Museveni nakukola chi. Even Kaihura, at one time, Dr. Besigye warned him and said, Kaihura, Kaihura. It came to pass. All of them, he has betrayed them. But the number one person he betrayed is Dr. Kizza Besigye. Because a personal doctor, yes, there was Ronald Butt and others. Now come to Najana Nkumbi. The home he helped to birth, because it's one thing which has pained me my life. To hear voices coming from our own, disowning Dr. Besigye that when we were starting FDC was in South Africa. How dare you say that? Isn't that betrayal? Dr. Besigye facing death, real death threats. He said, whatever happens to my life, I'll return to Kampala. Everybody waited to see what was going to happen upon landing at Entebbe. FDC was registered under similar circumstances. The portrait was like this. We are reenacting the events of 2005-2006. Even when he was being nominated as a presidential candidate. Don't you get the image here? Don't you get the memories refreshed? The very people published Dr. Besigye's portrait like this and nominated him as a candidate while in jail in 2006 are the very people who are vilifying and denigrating him. Shame upon you. So that is betrayal of the highest order. General Court, by that time he was facing charges before the General Court. Same story. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, those of us who have assembled here today, let history not repeat itself. We may be here You had the prayer from our elder Bishop Bakandonda here. We are getting a new baby. He talked about the birth pangs and so on and so forth. We are celebrating that a new kid is born. And our patriarch is Dr. Kizza Besigye, the symbol of the revolution, the source of whatever courage and commitment and the traction we are having in the struggle. It's all because of him. Let us make a commitment never to betray Dr. Besigye. Let us not give Satan space to take us into temptation. Even when you feel like you are about to do something that will derail you from the mission Dr. Besigye has championed, it's better you retire and not become a stumbling block. Is the message clear? It's one of the reasons, again, we are here. To recommit our faith to the struggle and to make a vow as promoters that Dr. Besigye will never be betrayed. And the struggle will never be betrayed. Mwenda, in his good days when he was still sober, he posed the question to General Kaguta Museveni. No, Erias Kategaya the late. He asked him, Museveni is RO 001. No. That was, he said Museveni RO 001. Then he asked him, Kategaya and you. Then he said RO 002. Now, Museveni had no qualms betraying RO 002. If we were to go by that analogy, chief promoter of PFF, member number 1 is Dr. Kizza Besigye. We are certain Dr. Besigye is still on course. All of us in that hierarchy, please, let's stay the course. Let's stay the course. Let's be firm and continue with that journey. And on that note, the Honorable Semju declared that from today, his membership with the FDC has ceased. Because the transfer window is now open under Article 83 of the Constitution. Yes, it says you are free to change your political address within 12 months before, no, 12 months to the end of the term of Parliament. The term of Parliament ends on 12th next year. So today, one is at liberty to do that. So what we have resolved to do, those of us who had been encumbered by Article 83 of the Constitution previously, not to append our signatures on the documents, we have made arrangements. This week, I'll be leading a team, including these honorable MPs, the Honorable Muhindo here. I'm sure I did not append his signature. Honorable Semju, Honorable Muijuche, the Nyakatos, there are so many, the Isabiriaga, who, Dr. Kamala, many members of Parliament, including the local authority leaders, even my deputy, the Worship Nyanyula, myself. So there's going to be another delegation going to the EC this week to append our signatures on these documents. And that will also be communicated to you. The other reason why we are here is to first again notify you of the subsequent processes. Now that we have finalized with the registration exercise, and now that we are waiting for the registration certificate, and we have started the recruitment exercise, and we are going ahead with all the normal activities we are supposed to do, the other thing is to ask you to appreciate the reason why we exist. Katonga is a war command center. It's a war command center. We do not expect intra-party intrigue and fight for political space, for political positions at Katonga here. There could be multiple candidates because we are in election season. Don't fight one another. Go back, check yourself. Because whoever is going to participate in this election, this is the announcement we are giving you. In this journey, we deliberately took a decision to weaponize elections as a tool of the struggle. You know that. Since the days of walk to work, when our patriarch commanded and said we shall win by defiance, one area where we have fundamentally disagreed with our colleagues at Najana Nkumbi now, they never wholeheartedly embraced the doctrine of defiance, the strategy of defiance, the tactic of defiance. They would speak about it, they would give it lip service, but no action. And actually they started accusing Besigye of ever being disruptive. So, since that has been the guiding principle for all these years, even the participation in this election is within that frame, within that paradigm. All of you, let me say this in Uganda. This language, you should disabuse yourself of this talk. I hear this word which is so disgusting. Yenze gundi yegwanyiza ekifo kino. Please, muleke okwegwanyiza. Okwegwanyiza kigambo kya bulabi kibi nnyo. Okwegwanyiza. Yet you are supposed to be a commander at that particular front. That's why for me when they ask me in Kampala yanti Lukwago ngoli wantalo kyekyandeta nagamba ko nti size kulwana takugamba nzize kulwana ate nwana atongamba lwaki olwana. So we are saying, look here, all of you, please do what is required. Kola byotekeddwa okukola ekifo kikugwanire gwe sigwe kukyegwanyiza obenga ekifo kikugwanira tutegeraganye ng'ekifo kikugwanira so sigwe kukyegwanyiza. Munzikirize, I will talk about Semuju. Bw'abadde minister wa finance era ya minister wa finance owaffe owa luddo olulwanisa Museveni mu parliament ali wali nti bannange nkyegwanyizanga bane oba naawe olaba nti ddala ekifunga ddala kimugwanira. Is a model nti obeere mu kifo nga kikugwa nga kikugwanira. Naye enkola eno ey'okwegwanyiza buli omu kati oli n'ayambala ono n'akira bw'ati muli eyo mwekuba kopagalo mwesiiga lipusitiki mwekuba bifaananyi mu studio mwogira muti mukyusa ngoye mugira muti nyamba leero ononyumye ne bw'ononyuma otya ng'omutima gwo tegugwanira kifo walla ya Mungu togenda kukibeeramu. Tojja kukibeeramu mubikolerere mukigwanire. Genda wechekinge buli lwotunulira ekifo ogambe nti kino ekifo kingwanira. Naye buli lwokitunulira n'ogamba negwanyiza kino ogenda musonyi okosa olulimi ogenda kuzimba akasajja ku mutima. Because buli lw'onoogenda nga abantu bagamba naye gundi olimba naawe ekyo tokisaana. Ng'ogamba naye gundi naawe wankyawa. Muleke kukyawa abantu muleme okaweegwanyiza kyotasaanira. Bw'oba oli kansala ku ggombolola nga olaba ddala awo osobola okukomandinga naawe funza akaawo. Ojja kukola nnyo ojja kuyamba nnyo struggle ng'oyambye ng'osaawa w'osaana mu kifo ky'okuvaayo oli suppose kuba kansala wa ggombolola ate ogamba nti nze ndi presidential candidate ngenda kubwa president bw'eggwanga ogenda kutumenya. Mukitegeera weaponizing elections kyekitegeeza. Singa ekyo tukikola buli omu n'agenda mu kifo wajja n'agamba wano nange nsobola wano bwero si wano nange nja kufaafagana nono ku ggombolola nja kufaafagana ku division nja kufa wano kukwemweyaja wano nja kola bweti. Buli omu n'abeera mu kifo ky'asobola mujja kulaba nga tukoze ekisoboka nga tutwala ekintu kino. Ekyemuppi bw'olaba nga kikuyinze kite leka waliwaawo kubanga Katonda ffenna yatuwa obusobozi obw'enjawulo. Nze Lukwago wano nyina bye nsobola okukola ne bye sisobola kukola. Manya nti kino nange kanteekewo amaanyi gange mu kino naawe nnyikiza mu ekyo ky'osobola tugatte amaanyi tusindike omusajja Museveni n'abanne. Finally, I just want to emphasize the issue of the existential threat. Honorable Semuju talked about it. Existential threat. I just wanted to underscore that message. Nti luno lutalo lwa kufana kuwona. Dr. Besigye ali migogo ntaana. Okugamba Edi Mutwe ne bamugamba nti gwe Edi Mutwe tukusazeeko enviiri tukuyigiriza olunyankole oli kuki ne bamugamba nti bamutaddeko omusango gwa robbery. Can you imagine Edi Mutwe akirewo Kivumbi n'abalala mbu babataddeko omusango gwa treason robbery. Bw'ogamba nti robbery mbu babba akasimu. Ono onalaba omwijjuke gw'olaba muno ne muganda waffe Sam Mugumya. Sam Mugumya is one of the people abakirabye who have seen it all. I'm telling you. Abatamanyi Sam Mugumya kye yayitamu. Baba tuwalako Kasese waba muhindo bano. Ewenzo ne babagulako omusango. Gwe nnyini gwe bagudde ku Edi Mutwe mubabba akasimu. Ono ddala mubbi w'akasimu. Ate akasimu. Naye imagine emiggo gye baakubye Edi Mutwe ne Sodoma gundi gye bamukobyeko ebikolwa ebyekko ebye mbuyabba akasimu. Era njagala okutegeeza munnamawulire nnyini kasimu ako yeekube mu kifuba. Nze ddala nga bagamba nti kasimu kange ke babba n'ogwo omusango ngumenyawo. Kubanga bwe beekwese to terrorize us. I'm telling you this. Nti omuggo ogukuba mujja oba ogulaba ogukasuka ki? Ogukasuka wala. This is the message you want to put across. Luno olutalo ffenga PFF abali wano. Tetulina mulabe yenna mulala gwe tulina okujjako Museveni n'amakaage mutabani we Muhoozi mukazi we muganda we Salimu Sale bano basodo simanya bano bakodomi balwabwogo famire ewambye eggwanga lino ffe gye tufaafaagana nayo. Please weesonyiwe omulala yenna Munnayuganda ne woba omulinako obujja obufaanana butya buteeke bali tufaafagane n'abaana ba Museveni bano. Kaguta ya omugenzi Kaguta yerinnya lye ery'eddiini yalyani taata waabwe Amos Kaguta yatuleetera ekizibu bannange. Amos Kaguta ne Steriko Kundeka baatuleetera ekizibu mu ggwanga lino, baatuzaalira oba gye bali eyo. Abantu abo ababiri bo bawulira batya kuba bava kuno. Amos teyalina kizibu kyonna, ne Steriko Kundeka sirowooza nti yalina ekizibu kyonna, naye baatulekera abaana n'abazzukulu n'abako. So amaanyi gaffe gonna tugamalire ku famire eyo, tufaafaagane nayo. Mbeegayiridde tetuyomba n'abalala bonna bannaffe. Ate mbabuulira nga bwe muze mulaba nga tuli mu General Court Martial, nga Dr. Besigye bamuleese, ng'ab'ebibiina ebirala byonna we bali, bannaffe ba Mugisha Muntu we bali, aba anti bannaffe aba Nope ba Bobi Wine we bali, ba Ssenyonyi baani, bannaffe abalala bonna ababaddewo aba UPC n'aba DP aba progressive n'abalala, ffe bakeni baani naffe tukole ekintu kyekimu. Muwulira oba Eddi Mutwe bamututte mu kooti ne tuyimirira wali mu kooti, we stand with Eddi Mutwe, Akirewo Kivumbi, Bobby Young, Macheti n'abalala. Muwulira mbeegayiridde ne ssekwegayirira yenna, mbeegayiridde because General Court Martial eyo gye mulaba. This is my last message. Mr. Museveni is doing everything possible, is working out all the maneuvers to have a reincarnation of the General Court Martial, to bring it back. Tomorrow, Honorable Semjo has told you the bill is coming back before Parliament. We are all candidates of the General Court Martial. When Museveni appeared before the High Command, or the High Command appeared before him, whichever the case, I don't know who appeared before who. Honorable Semjo. Was it the High Command appearing before Museveni, or Museveni appearing before the High Command? So, they were even in the State House. He said, I'm giving you instructions. Do not tolerate hooliganism. What he calls hooliganism is political dissent. Museveni has criminalized opposition. Under Article 210 of the Constitution, under Article 209, the function and the mandate of the UPDF, first of all, they are supposed to be subservient to the civilian authority. They are supposed to be subordinate to the civilian authority. They are supposed to protect our borders. The role or prerogative of keeping law and order is for the police. Now, he told the High Command, go and deal with those hooligans. Who are the hooligans? You and I. We are the hooligans. So, fellow hooligans, are you listening? Fellow hooligans, this is our war. The existential threat we are facing is real. It is real. Today we are speaking, tomorrow it may be a different story. So, I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, let's team up with our colleagues. Tomorrow the fight is beginning, the new phase of fighting the General Court Martial. The commanders are there at Parliament. But also, on the 21st day of this month, we are going back to Nakawa Court. On 20th, Dr. Besigye will be clocking 6 months in the under detention, incarceration illegally, and hopefully on 21st, he will be admitted to mandatory bail. Because right now, they have no evidence, just like you have heard, they have no evidence against the 36. So the 6 months are elapsing on 20th. We should prepare in big numbers on 20th to go to Nakawa and receive Dr. Kizza Besigye. Because Article 100, this constitution provides that if you're on capital offenses and you have spent 6 months, 180 days, before you are committed to the High Court for trial, you are entitled to automatic bail. Any court you appear before must release you. So we are waiting for court to release Dr. Besigye on 21st. As you have assembled in these numbers, let's storm Nakawa Court to receive our hero, our patriarch, Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye. The final announcement, we are going to have a grand launch that we shall announce. A date will be announced, but definitely it will be next month. The processes have already started. We are working on a grand launch. We shall be giving you the necessary details, the date, and how it is going to be done. But the target is very clear. 5,000 members are going to assemble on that day. Where do we go? Lukwago, whichever. A target of 5,000 members next month on a date we are going to announce. Keep your ear on the ground. For God and my country. May God bless you. I thank you.
Is that said? I've also seen Chairman Kasanda. Hey, Mr. Nachibinge Edward. Ladies and gentlemen, Hawe Venancio intends to stand in Kajara County. Allow me to invite the